Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. I'm your host Kaylee Watari, and today we are going to begin Case 5, Rise from the Ashes, and start with the investigation. So let's go from the start. Pretty nice intense opening cutscene. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. You're the famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Do I look like a woman? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait. You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from Edgeworth's murder trial? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Or she wants to be. She's a little young to be an actual investigator. So yeah, this is our new friend Emma. I'm gonna talk to her and learn about her and her case. This is an added case into the DS version with the new features of a DS. That was not in the original version of the game. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age no less. Great. Another future professional in training. The case. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness? I just talked to her. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? Scientific investigator. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal. But a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure, I can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Well, first we've got one more bit of questioning. Relation to Mia. My sister asked for her specifically. Mia Fey was a few years below her in school. So she went to the same school as Mia? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Mia, yeah, I thought it was a little strange when I saw you too. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go take our new friend, who's helping us since Mia isn't here, and go see her sister in the detention center. Detention center visitors room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden, as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? She sounds like Edgeworth. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Alright. Talk to Lana and get some information out of her. The case. There's something you should know from the start. Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. The witness clearly saw me commit the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. My. The victim. So, who is the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. Sorry, that was Lana. Oops. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Lana. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him. That is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Guess we'll ask her about Mia. Relation to Mia. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that, too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in my school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But, Lana... You were always this way, weren't you? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright, yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. And back in the office. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. Not so soon, anyway. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. Although what happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she, well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that Defies simple scientific explanation. Let's go back. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Alright, time to get investigating. Underground parking lot. Oh, this is such a long case. Longest case in the game. Well, this game. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Alright, sorry about that pause there. Let's continue. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What do we have here? Looks like a Bombina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bombina. Wanna know how you feel. Releasing my gang's gold strike, see? Right? This is our claim, our territory. And the gold mine is evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out of the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bombina. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the old wild, wild west, it seems. I'm not sure if he'll let us investigate, examine. We're gonna take a look around anyway. So the first thing I want to look at is the car. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, that's scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please? No problem, partner. About time for vitals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a crevice you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vital's saloon crevice. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Sure, let's go see a familiar face upstairs. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claims. Right, great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Alright, so we can look around, we just can't look at the car. This looks promising right here. This little black spot. What's this, a wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basics. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed in my pocket. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully at all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. So this is a little tutorial on the new controls for the DS version of the game. You can spin it around and investigate certain spots. Oh look, I think there might be a clue there. You should check it out. Press the examine button. Examine. This is an ID card. Detective Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess. Though I don't see what science had to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? There's a button. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here. This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming right at you. Thanks. interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes. You might say, yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough-up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yes, she means it. Let's start talking to her. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday's special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know this. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a fuss. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What you witnessed. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife lashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to the world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Sky? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make the journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Angel. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs could understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tao's trilobite lunch set. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor. With an ulterior motive for coming here? Useful analysis. Not. Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor. Now I'm not so sure. Alright, that's all for now. Go to the High Prosecutor's office. And whose office could this be? High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? Yeah. It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Hi, Edgeworth. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister was the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here, Wright? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. He... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? The body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What? Your car? I'd say one thing's for certain. Emma certainly can scream. Alright, Edgeworth, let's give us some details. The case. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's, nice to meet you again. Wow, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise to me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprisingly still. Now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you just say? Mona Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. Go up against him again. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? The bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Lana Sky. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet back then. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, But I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife added to the record. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay. Now there's a spot I want to examine. If I can find out where it is. Let me see. I'm aiming to examine the statue. I'm just not sure where it is. Is it this thing? Yep, there we go. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. The King of Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design this thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better? King of Prosecutors added to the record. Now, let's see. There's another, bit of info to get out of him. I think if we present the trophy, I'll get it. More information about it. So in other words, you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. There we go. Other strand of conversations opened up now. The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hand of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the award? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. You know, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back? What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, I hate this guy. He's so annoying. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What, did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but, sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the, give me your name. Yes, sir, Meekins, sir, Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Excuse me. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Poor guy. Right. Yes, sir? God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Whew. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this for now. There's still a lot more to go. This is a very, very long trial. And we're back. For that long break, I need to give my voice a rest, but you guys won't really notice much of one. So, back to the parking lot. And we are heading to, the police department. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the detective so far away from the prosecutor's office? Excuse me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to the police department, actually. Hold on, what's that? The annoying blue badger. I do not like this thing. Disturbing, why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. And they succeed in doing so. Wow, Mr. Wright. You know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information out of him. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Sure you are. They don't want you, involved in this case, though. You're not that busy. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. What? The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Investigation. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest-ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest-ranked guy in there is the chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down, pal. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing the investigation, pal. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal. Yes, it is odd, isn't it? Is there anything we can show the detective? What's this again? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. stab with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Just showing Gumshoe some evidence. I'm not exactly sure what to do here. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. Oh right, the ID. Maybe he can help us with this. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Detective Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. No, my mistake. But don't you work together? Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? There we go. That should open up a new topic. Oh, it gave us 2. Nice. Bruce Goodman. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana is confessing as much. Rumors that he's in a tough spot again. Again? Oh, right. That case a couple months ago. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Well, that's probably all we're gonna get out of the good detective right now. I should be able to move in here, though. I'll show him the knife. Same thing as before. If I look at the badger. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger added to the record. That's what I missed. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? As in some kind of... Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall, just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this one. They'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction, Gumshoe, added to the record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Thank you, Gumshoe. Your help is always appreciated, since you do get us out of tough situations. Underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still ongoing. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Hello. Why the surprised look? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Excuse me. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Show him our letter. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. There's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Great. Detective Gumshoe, I owe you one. No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall isn't a detective. He's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this letter anymore. Let's start investigating. I want to start with that car. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Okay, what else is around here? I don't exactly remember what I'm supposed to be looking at. The music's cool though. Nice little western theme there. I don't think that's really anything useful, so moving on. Here we go. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. Maybe the suspect. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? You bet we will. Right, let's check it out. Okay, so it's going to do this on its own for us again. Now, where do I open it? There we go. The display is still on the redial button. Redial. Mr. Wright. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Trying to find where the button is. Now I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think that he just pushes the button. Think first. He just pushes the button. Hey, that song! I know that! The Steel Samurai theme song. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was trying to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones? Oh, that. I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've invited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolmen. Cell phone added to the record. Is there anything else here of note? Maybe not. Let's talk to the guy, though. The victim. Officer Marshall. Could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the time. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Autopsy report added to the record. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should have mentioned that, there, Bombina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Marshall. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bombina? So why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Poor Gumshoe. Lana Sky. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct there, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bombina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall? Yeah, Bombina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bombina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's the dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just, well, rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bombina, it's your sister, Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle up those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say, anyway. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Poor Gumshoe. Okay, that's all the information we get here. I must be missing something. I want to check this out. Maybe I should go back to talking to Edgeworth. High Prosecutor's Office. Guess Edgeworth's not here. Alright then. Detention center? Nope. Must be missing something in that underground lot. Or I'll go back to the police department. Must be something in the lot I'm missing. I'm not exactly sure what it is, so I'm going to take a quick little break and get back to you when I've found something. Yeah, I'm back. I finally found that thing I was missing and looking for. Let's just see if I can actually hit this again. There, maybe? Good, got it. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Oh, look, something's written on it. 675-12-2. You're right, let's see. 675-12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the record. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone added to the record. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. No, you do not. There is much more going on. But that'll wait for another time because this is to be continued. Well, that's the end of the first part of this case. I'll see you next time with the first part of the trial. I'm your host, Kaylee Iwatari. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think if you have questions, and we'll be back next time with more of Case 5 and the beginning of the trial.